Здравствуйте.
Welcome back to the Jen and Thomas podcast. I am your host, Thomas, and as always, I am joined by my ever-so-lovable co-host, Danielle. Danielle, how you doing?
Hey, Thomas, I'm doing great. I have a question for you.
I hopefully have an answer.
What do you get when you mix a pack mule and a jackass?
I believe you get our special guest, Brandon Churchill. How you doing, buddy?
I come in here as a special guest, and you make me feel not so special with that intro.
Well, no, Brandon, you see, what does make that special is mules are, it's funny, we were actually just talking about this off air. Mules are a bit of a hybrid. It's a cross between a donkey and a horse, and they can't reproduce, so they're not even a species. But somehow, you
Are not even a species?
You're not even a species, but you are a cross between a mule and a jackass. I don't know how. I don't know how
It's
it came
impossible,
together.
yet you're still here.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
First you
It's
pull me
a
out of a
miracle.
river.
I pulled you out of a river. I pull you in off the frozen streets.
That make me parachute in without a parachute.
I mean, if
onto
you
an
think
island.
about it, you kind of are a pack mule. You
'Cause he's
always
packing that fat ass.
Jesus.
got a lot of junk in that trunk.
Oh my god.
Got a
Well, I was-
CDL for that dump
I was
trunk of an
gonna say
ass.
when we go out, he always ends up carrying all my stuff,
That is true. I
Oh,
do.
what a guy!
and
Not
then
by choice.
he's just like sprinkled with a little bit of jackass in there.
So for those of you that don't know, these two have a little bit of a history.
She's the love of my life.
Love of your life. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time you two have seen each other since the engagement?
No.
Wow. Well, this is just the first time I've seen you two together, and, as the main character, it's just kind of...
This revolves around you, Thomas.
Yes, well, it's not called the Gin and Special Guest podcast.
There'd be a lot of changes. There'd be too much rum.
Too much rum. There can never be too much rum. But
It's
speaking,
always gone.
But I will say this. Maybe there's not enough rum in today's episode. Danielle, would you care to explain our rumless drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you call me a mule?
Yeah, why did we call him a mule, Danielle?
Moscow Mules.
Kind of a dull thud.
Not much clinking today, folks.
That's the copper.
That would be the
ya.
copper,
Or
which
the fake copper. Is
That's
this real
the copper in her.
I don't think it. I don't think it's copper because the inside's definitely not copper.
No, I think they're just copper plated.
I think they're not allowed to do copper anymore.
Yeah, we have a wonderful
Too
audience
much
member today.
carcinogens.
Josh. Can I call you Josh? Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, Josh told us that in 2013, the FDA or someone like that in 2013 said, hey, you know how you want copper in your cups? Forget about that shit, dog.
Anyways, can I explain what's in a Moscow Mule?
You know what? I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Okay, so my Moscow Mule, well, usually I have a little bit of a different type of ginger beer, but I guess we're on a budget today.
Well, I just didn't want to break into your good stuff. I didn't want us to just be like, nah, Danielle, it's Tommy time. And then just drink all of your
That's
high
what you do
quality.
every other week.
Yeah.
It's only like 3 ingredients, so it's really easy to make, but it's ginger beer. I like to use Tito's vodka, but you can really use any type of vodka that tickles your... I don't know. And then
Fancy. Tickles your fancy is the right phrase.
Tickles your, I don't know, you
butthole?
pick.
Like what?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It tickles Brandon's butthole.
No.
Brandon,
Vodka
not on
doesn't
the
do that.
show.
Vodka doesn't do that for me. Sorry.
And so the last ingredient is lime. I like to use just like real limes, but again, we're on a budget, so Thomas just came over with some
hold on,
lime juice.
Danielle, I didn't buy a microphone just for you, so you can just trash me. I will have you know, I wanted real limes. But the grocery store near my house, I can't. If I go there and buy limes, I can't make a left turn to get onto the road that will eventually lead to the freeway. So I have to turn the other way, and it's this whole effing thing. And
Thomas,
not only did I have my duffel bag full of podcasting
Thomas
equipment,
is new to the city.
but I had my backpack with a laptop in it. And then it's one thing of a backpack or a duffel bag. But if someone walks by, this is St. Louis,
Oh my
and if
God.
they see a backpack and a duffel bag, I'm definitely robbing this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to walk out with a bag of limes and no podcasting.
Thomas,
Yeah, Brandon.
tell her about the limes we found in the fridge that she bought that she
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about.
Bold words from the lime hoarder herself. Who was that girl in 50 Shades of Grey?
Horror.
Dakota somebody?
Brandon.
Dakota Johnson? There was, it's not MTV Cribs, but whatever the modern check out my house, I'm a celebrity is. They go into her kitchen. She has this big bowl of limes, right?
Oh, yeah.
She walks in, and then she's just like,
Are we talking
know.
about me right now or the
I'm getting
show?
there. You know, Danielle, the difference
He's
between
explaining a person.
Oh.
Danielle, the difference between you and me is I know how to build a
Listen.
narrative.
Okay, go on.
How to listen.
So they're in Dakota Johnson's house, and she's like, "Oh my God, I just love limes." Right? So imagine that, but just stuffed in the back corner of the bottom drawer in Danielle's fridge, and instead of just these beautiful limes on display, they're all hard and lumpy and gross, half green, half brown. Someone is buying limes, pretending that she's some kind of lime snob. I'm the citrus boy himself.
a citron, if you will.
A citron, if you will. And Danielle's going to tell me that I'm too cheap for limes when I'm sorry I'm not as rich as you, where you're buying so many limes that you're literally just wasting them.
I think that Brandon bought those and he's just trying to throw me under the bus because he's embarrassed.
No, you don't know what I think happened? I'm going to trust Brandon. Brandon, you tell her what you told me.
You were like, I'm on a Moscow Mule kick, so I'm gonna buy a bunch of limes because I like fresh limes.
Danielle, can you please stop talking? I'm trying to listen to Brandon tell the story.
That was me, bro.
Oh, shoot. Wow.
I know, hard to tell the difference. I'm
Damn.
really good
You should
with
get
the
into voice
impressions.
acting.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like something I do, but in this instance, I know for a fact that Brandon bought those limes because he loves pork and limes.
I thought you were about to say a different poor word. And I was like, what does limes have to do with that? I thought you were going to say he loves porn. I was like, what does limes have to do with that?
No, he's like been on a really big pork and lime kick, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just bought a whole basket of limes today.
Do you want to know why I don't believe you?
I like to squeeze them on my pork. It's a game changer."
When did I get a British accent?
Brandon, can you please stop talking? I'm trying to listen to Danielle.
That was her.
Do you want to know how I know that wasn't Brandon? Because Brandon is smart enough that you don't marinate pork with lime. You use oranges.
Also, when's the last time I bought pork?
Ground pork with our tacos for lime and taco.
Hold on.
night.
You
Haven't
use
bought ground pork.
ground pork for. You should not be
Right?
using ground
Am I
beef
crazy?
for tacos.
That's
You're
what we
crazy. In the Hello Fresh that
Yeah.
come with its own limes.
Yeah, and then he.
Danielle, it's okay to buy limes and forget you have them.
I just really don't think that was me, but whatever. We'll pull out receipts later.
So anyway,
Yeah, we will.
to no fault of my own,
Can you tell we live together, dude?
I bought lime juice, not limes.
Well,
Also,
all I have.
I don't see anyone else funding this podcast, Danielle.
no shit.
I supplied the Tito's. That's a good vodka.
Did you supply that, or were you gifted that for your birthday?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Can't remember if
But
she had limes.
anyways,
Can't remember where the Tito's
The
came
Moscow
from.
Mule drink is such a great cocktail, so I'm very excited that I got to make this for you guys today.
Is this your favorite?
Ever.
This is your favorite cocktail ever?
Probably. I don't think there's anything else that I am like crazy about.
Okay. So
Well-
it's a good thing we got you on here today, then. I mean, it's a good thing I'm here for this today.
Look at him just trying to take over.
I know. Gotta say that was pretty smooth. But what I want to talk about is the Moscow Mule. The drink is a hybrid, much like a mule is. A mule is a mix between a donkey and a horse. Horses are sometimes called broncos. Broncos are a kind of horse.
Okay.
And what do broncos do?
Drive really fast.
Buck. Broncos buck. Bucking bronco.
Bronco's a car, Danielle.
Oh, shoot. My dad
Mustang.
had a Bronco. No, so, you
That
know.
is also a car. Very good.
You know, like,
And it's a horse.
That is correct. Very
you know,
good.
like bucking bronco. So a mule is
Watch your
technically
language.
a kind of buck. It's a drink. So a buck is a kind of drink that is has citrus, ginger beer, and whatever liquor. I think it's kind of fun. Like, you know, a mule is a descendant of a horse, and this drink is oddly enough a descendant of a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing that accidentally got good at marketing. Are you familiar with the history of a Moscow Mule?
I thought it was made because it was like the two ingredients that didn't get sold or something at a bar, so then they just like mixed those two things together.
It is somewhat similar to that. So, hold on, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, he's gonna cut this out.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm not worried. You're so cute.
I was gonna say that about you. God damn it! Taking my
All right,
words.
fuck you guys. Stop. All
I might
right.
have to leave that in so they don't think I hate you.
Must be nice.
Oh, they know
That what?
that you don't like me.
Oh, shut up.
Well, Danielle, it's called a Moscow Mule, right? Are you familiar with the term?
Correct.
Yeah.
Are you asking me if I'm familiar with the name or
Are you familiar with the term
What?
Moscow?
maybe?
Well, Moscow's in Russia. I don't know if you've heard. And they're a little bit of bad boy right now. You know, they're playing it dangerously by being bad. But the ambiance is pretty good, dare I say. And Brandon, you bought our plane tickets today. Do you want to explain where we are?
Well, not only did I buy the plane tickets, I also rented the car, and I rented the mules to get us out here.
And he also bought the extension cord to plug the TV in.
It's a very long extension cord. I don't even know if there's electricity out here. We are deep in the woods in Russia in a little cottage in the middle of the winter.
You know, and it's odd drinking a cold drink in the middle of winter in a
Well, we
cold place.
We do have a fire going, though.
We do have a fire, of course. You guys know it's not. We don't worry. I didn't set the TV on fire this time, but I had a realization of great truth, an epiphany, if you will. Motherfuckers in the studio, we didn't even review the drink.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Shall we? I mean, what do we do? What is it? The amateur hour in here?
We did drink it.
I know, but it's like it's episode 2 in here.
I thought we said it was good. Do we not? It is
I
good.
like us to be a little more detailed. I like the
Ew.
I like the zest of the lime. I think ginger is always a nice touch. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. This is one of the most popular cocktails of all time. I think.
A little sweet for me, but
It's a little sweet for you. What would you do? More vodka? I know what you would do.
I can always add more vodka. I don't know. Maybe
We did. Me and Brandon did have to spike ours after it was made.
Maybe a little more lime to cut it up a little bit, or maybe if it was fresh lime, that might have done
See,
it.
if it was me, I might want more ginger.
Whoa,
I
you want
like
a really
ginger.
gingery
Oh, I
beer,
love ginger,
a
dude.
real redhead beer, if you will.
I would love to do, maybe for a Moscow Mule Revisited, we do a ginger-infused vodka.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I was gonna ask if you meant like real ginger. I don't even know. Like you would still have the ginger beer, but then you would also add
Garnish
some,
it
like,
with some ginger.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned because there's a point where I think we're going to start just having some infusions to really spice up some of these like classic cocktails. Because I think for like the really kind of like more obscure and weird cocktails, we can like stay with like regular alcohols. But like for the staple drinks, like Everyone knows a vodka soda. Maybe we do something to elevate that
Put our
vodka.
own spin on it.
Yeah.
Do some homemade shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so maybe in a future Moscow Mule we do an infused vodka. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm just saying. I don't know, Danielle, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. But anyway, Danielle, what do you think of the drink? You made it after all.
Yeah, how's yours taste?
It tastes good. I've definitely made better in the past just with like better ingredients.
Higher quality.
Not to like go back to like you with the fake
You
limes.
could have very easily grabbed your fancy ginger beer, and you
But
could have
that's what
very
I was-
easily gotten your own limes on the way home from cycling today.
Yeah, I
True.
think the quality of the ginger beer really makes a difference as well. What's the one that I like? It's like tree, little
Something tree.
one tree, little tree. I can't think of it right now. Now I have to
Couldn't tell you.
I have to
didn't
look it
buy
up. I
mean,
can't-
you have it in the fridge. You just
I
wanna-
can't leave the listeners hanging. No, I can't walk all the way over there right now.
Okay.
Tree, ginger.
One Tree Hill ginger beer.
Oh yeah, tree. Wait. Yeah, it's just tree. Oh, Fever Tree.
Fever Tree.
Tree premium ginger beer.
Comes in glass
It
bottles.
comes. Well, it can come. Actually, yeah, I think it just comes in glass bottles. But
You know, clear glass is 100% recyclable, but I heard that wine bottles are not recyclable.
Interesting.
why? Because they're clear.
I have, well,
Some
no,
are.
there's clear and there's translucent.
Ooh.
So
I don't know.
what
I
would that
honestly,
Tito's bottle be?
that's clear.
Oh,
I mean, but that's also just something that I heard someone else say. But anyway,
Lies.
I like the drink. It's good. I'm almost done, and we're barely into the show.
I think the reason why I like not ginger beer, Moscow Mule so much is because alcohol generally makes my stomach like hurt.
Oh,
Like
but
I
the
don't,
ginger.
and the ginger kind of settles your stomach.
I get that.
So then I don't feel like I'm poisoning myself as much.
Okay, but so what do you feel that the copper cup makes a difference?
Yeah, it completely makes a difference. I feel like it keeps it colder, and just look at it.
I mean, yeah, a nice cold and frosty.
I have had Moscow Mules in other cups besides copper cups because a lot of bars won't
generic
give out
plastic
copper
cup.
cups because people steal them.
Oh, especially those really
Oh,
cool
yeah.
Tito's ones that I
Um,
saw.
Uh-huh.
These the copper cups. There's a restaurant that me and my sister and my mom used to go to, and they used to like take your like ID as like
Collateral.
yeah, collateral to make sure that you don't run off with the cups.
It's crazy. But yeah, I think that it really makes or breaks the drink because they never taste as good without the copper cup.
Well,
There you have it,
you know,
folks.
there
Can't tell you
is
why. It's just a fact.
there's a lot of science behind there's a lot of science behind like how different metals affect the taste of things. And if you're interested in learning more, I would recommend the podcast Gastropod and their first episode called The Golden Spoon. But that episode is completely about how like the different metals of silverware affect the taste of things. Like I guess
like
if,
actual silver.
like if
or,
you're going to eat gelato or ice cream, motherfucker, you have not tasted ice cream until you've eaten it with a golden spoon. But like it's either you should or you shouldn't eat fish with a silver knife because the way that the lemon interacts with it is really interesting. And so,
Well, and then caviar's with wood.
yeah, and exactly. So anyway, it's really interesting, like the science behind like materials and how it affects taste.
So why do they use the copper mugs for the Moscow Mule?
Well, what's funny about that is it has absolutely fucking nothing to do with the taste.
Wow.
Which, I don't know. Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if the copper mug actually makes a difference to me or if I'm just like, oh, I'm drinking out of the copper mug. It must be better.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so overall, Moscow Mules, and Danielle, you kind of made this point to me earlier where you were like, oh, maybe it's just the two ingredients they couldn't sell. So a buck is a kind of drink where it's ginger beer and citrus and then whatever alcohol. So the Moscow Mule is technically a buck. And so that's already a drink. But what happened with the Moscow Mules? So they were made in New York originally, and so it came up with in this bar called like Cock and Bull, I believe. Have you ever seen the Cock and Bull like ginger beer in the stores? Danielle,
I don't think so.
no. Well, Brandon and I were at the liquor store loading up for the day, and they had like Diet Cock and Bull ginger beer, but I was like, well, I wish they had the regular one because I'm not on a diet, you know.
Right.
But so it said that the owners came up with the drink, but that probably means a bartender came up with it, and then the owners claimed it was theirs.
Of course.
But with the
intellectual property.
But so the kind of alleged story is like a bartender accidentally ordered too much ginger beer, and then they were trying to unload excess stock, and then it was either somebody's girlfriend or somebody's wife just had all of these copper mugs, and they were like, "Oh, we have this special drink. It's ginger beer." And then someone's like, "Yo, I gotta unload all these fucking mugs, man." They're like, "Oh yeah, it's
Drink
this
special."
Drink. And you can only drink it out of a copper mug because that's what makes it good.
Right.
But it's just
good branding.
Yeah, well, it's just a bunch of people having too much fucking shit. You know what I mean? And you just market it the right way. Like this one person that was just trying to get rid of their copper mugs created an entire industry of copper mugs. Like every restaurant has them. A lot of bars have them.
To the point where you gotta give your soul just to take one.
I know. But yeah, so that is the somewhat. Sorry if that was underwhelming, but that's just kind of the origin we have here.
The origin story of the Moscow Mule.
I mean, but really, all of agriculture history, all of modern agriculture history, it's just marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Marketing or not, it tastes better in a copper mug, so they were onto something.
I think it stays colder because it's metal. That's what my deduction is from my engineering background.
Well, but ice melts faster on metal than it does on wood. I don't know why, but it does. So maybe it's sucking the cold out. Or is it putting heat in? Ooh, because cold is the absence of heat.
Yeah, so if you follow thermodynamics, it's not...
I don't follow anybody because I'm a leader.
Thermodynamics, there's no such thing as cold. It's all heat transfer, so...
One time, when I was trying to learn the different temperature ranges, like Kelvin, Celsius, and all that, I tried to like take the air and put it, and then I like tried to like convert it to Kelvin on my own, and I got like negative 572, and that's not exactly possible.
Convert to Celsius, then add like 270.
Well, here's the thing, Brandon. I can respect the metric system. Like, I understand what they're trying to tell me.
Love the metric system.
Well, that's good for you. But I will be dead in the ground before I acknowledge Celsius. But strangely, I like Kelvin.
Temperature's kind of fucked up, but...
When have you ever used Kelvin?
Never.
To be facetious, mostly. Like, to just be a jerk.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, but think...
Do you know what Kelvin is?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
So anyway... I was trying to convert Fahrenheit to Kelvin, and I somehow got negative 500 something. And that's not possible because, like, 0 Kelvin is, like, so cold that atoms stop moving.
Yeah, it's impossible
to get to. But I'm like,
to.
wait a minute. If I'm below 0 in Kelvin, have I accidentally...
backwards?
I was going to say, have I accidentally created time travel?
No, Jesus.
But then I just realized my math was wrong, and... 78 degrees is not going to put me backwards in time.
It was hot everywhere all at once.
I love that movie. Have you seen that movie, Danielle?
No.
What is it? We've talked about that. What is it on? Do we have to like rent it to watch it?
I have it on Amazon, so if we log into my Amazon, we can watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, you can log into Amazon without me, but I'm just saying, like, I really like the movie. So if you want to watch it and you need to log in, I can do that.
Yeah, because we couldn't find it the other night when we tried to.
No, I had to buy it on Amazon. It's not on any regular.
I mean, like, I would rent it somewhere.
Everything cold.
Is it a movie or is it a book too?
No.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was.
I think it'd be a good book.
Have you seen it?
No, he hasn't. He's just.
Oh,
guessing.
I'm like,
I know the concept, and I think it'd make a good book.
I mean, books are usually better than movies anyway.
100%.
No, but I mean,
Or is it the visuals that make it?
It's the visuals that make it really interesting. And there's at certain points in the movies, there's a lot of. See, I don't want to spoil it on the show.
Hard to describe in word form.
The less you know about it, the better. But there's certain points where like kind of things are kind of changing right in front of you.
I'd be interested to watch it.
It could make maybe a comic book.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But yeah, no, it's really good. I highly, highly recommend it. We can get some googly eyes. We can celebrate Chinese New Year. We already did that.
Did that.
Yeah. But anyway, Danielle, are you satisfied with the underwhelming creation of your favorite cocktail? I mean, my favorite drink, a gin and tonic, that was made to, prevent malaria. Yours was made because, well,
they had too many copper mugs.
They had too many copper mugs.
Too many ginger beers, too many copper mugs.
Just enough vodka.
Brandon's favorite drink was created because I don't know why rum was made. So, well, no. What's your favorite cocktail, Brandon?
Favorite cocktail?
Cuba
Drunk.
Libres?
What?
Cuba Libres?
That's definitely up there. As of right now, yeah, Cuba Libres are.
All right, I'll have to look into the origin.
I do have one thing I think Danielle should talk about.
Of course.
Finding a wedding venue.
Oh my gosh.
Please go into it because I know this has kind of been stressing you out.
You know what? I have a great patio. It's not even a patio. It's just like the area that you stand in to walk into my apartment.
Concrete pad.
I've been to that concrete pad, and it's just...
You could fit 3 people there?
Not if the mouse is still sitting there.
Shut the fuck up.
Stuart
Little.
still hanging around?
Stuart's there.
Stuart was peeking his head out
Is
the
he
other
gonna,
day.
I love
Is he going to get
Stuart.
ordained to marry us?
Yeah, Stuart's gonna be the minister.
He
Could you imagine him in a little
No.
little thing?
I would freak out. I actually used to have pet mice.
What?
You didn't know that?
I think I did. I just pushed it out of my mind and covered it up with dirt.
Yeah, I
I used to have
had
pet rats.
I had a white mice.
Well, her
mouse.
first, and then you can ask me.
I had a white mouse, and I had a light brown caramel mouse, and they didn't get along at all. And one night, the brown mouse attacked the white mouse and started biting its head off. And so then we had to take them back to the pet store because they were trying to kill each other. And it was very traumatic. I was a little kid, and the white mouse had blood gushing out of it.
Were they okay?
Yeah, they just had to be separated.
No, I mean, after being viciously attacked, the white one was okay?
Yeah, he grew up. He got strong.
No, that shit just makes me sad.
No, it was really sad. It was
I
honestly
love
so
animals.
sad.
I know what you're saying, everybody. But Thomas, don't you eat meat? I'm okay with an animal dying if it's if it's being consumed, if it's becoming the life force of another animal. I just don't want an animal to die. But if I'm gonna eat it, it's okay. You know what I mean?
I really can't think about it. If I do, then I would be a vegetarian yesterday.
Well, you know what would happen if we didn't kill them and eat them, right?
They would kill and eat us.
No.
There would be too many of them. There wouldn't be enough of them.
There would be too many of them. It would fuck up
But
the
also,
ecosystem.
would there be too many of them? Because if we're not eating them, there's not a market for them, so they would not be mass produced.
Also, they would die a horrific death and be eaten alive by whatever predators were out there.
Oh, no. I don't feel bad about eating animals. If I'm eating an animal, I'm like, well, it died for the purpose. It's like the circle of life.
Well, I'm not really talking about you. I'm talking about
Well, I just
over
mean,
here.
I'm just meaning in terms of consumption.
Say that the cow that lives out in the wild, he dies a horrific death, but he lived a great life doing what he does. Instead, he's living...
Eating grass.
Instead, he's living in quarters that are too small.
No, I'm not
just
saying that's
to
proper.
die.
I'm saying I don't give a fuck if I eat a goddamn cow.
Okay.
I'm not saying factory farming's a good thing. There's definitely better ways to do it. Look into that stuff. But I'm saying, fuck you, I'm eating a cow.
So anyway, Brandon, I had pet rats.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they had gross tails. That shit freaked me out. But they're so fun. They're big. They're like, ram, 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 ram.
They literally said that?
Yeah, they're like, Arr.
Did you have a like a wheel for them to run on? Or
Yeah. I had all
same.
that.
And my mouse would only run on it in the middle of the night, and my mom would get so mad because it would just be like squeak.
Danielle, you've met Mike. I know we're talking about rats and mice, not cats, but like you've met my mom.
Your mom is not a rat.
No.
was
Listen.
like, where
How
is
No, I'm
this
just
going?
talking
dare
about
you
pets. I'm
talk
just talking
about her
about
like
pets.
that?
Listen, but you've met my mom.
Yeah.
And you've met my cats.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how much those cats bother my mother?
Oh my gosh, yes.
She will wait. Like, after my car accident, I needed her like living with me and all that. My cat Newman, he loves like howling in the night, which is I just get up, but he would be doing this howling. And she'd be like, "Newman, shut up!"
I don't remember
And I'd
which
just be
one
like,
it
"Mom,
was.
he doesn't know English. He only speaks Spanish. Come on."
Oh no.
I don't remember which one it was, but it would always open and close a door.
Oh
just,
yeah,
like, for
Patone.
fun. Yeah.
He would like go up. He goes into the dressers and he just pulls on the same dressers, and they just like open half an inch and close, and that's his favorite thing.
And then there was like one time that he would he closed the door to my bedroom all the way, and then he couldn't get it back open, so he just sat there and like cried until I woke up and opened it for him to do it again.
What are these cats?
Bro,
Dude?
they're fucking
They're
hilarious.
so cute. They're so cute.
Patone's a cuddler. Newman is something.
A
Yeah,
I
walker.
no.
feel like they're both something.
No, Newman only speaks Spanish, so you have to say, "Hola, Newmancito, ¿cómo estás?" And he just looks at you, and then you're like, "Sí." At least that's my interactions. Anyway, my pet rats.
I think
Oh, sorry.
that you should get cats for St.
I
Louis.
should. I should get some St. Louis babies.
Why are your
Aw.
cats not here?
I don't know, man. You know, because when I was visiting in Arizona, Newman likes to go outside and he likes to lay under the trees. Patone is old and he likes sitting on his warm blanket and hanging around the house. It's like,
You don't really
uproot
want
I
to
think
rip
they're-
them from their lives.
I think they're happier there.
Yeah. They-
Sad.
It is sad, but
Oh, they're so stinking cute. Like when I
Anyways.
went back to visit, Newman acted like he didn't even fucking know me.
Oh.
But Patone was
that
just like,
bastard.
"Yes, you have arrived. I will take my scratches and my pets. Thank you."
Cats are the best.
Yeah, dude. If they're not coming here, I think it's time.
Yeah.
Get yourself a kitty cat.
I'll go to the store or like to the whatever. Where do you get cats?
Pet store?
No,
But
I don't. They don't do pet
Humane
store.
Society?
Yeah, like the Humane Society.
Yeah, like the pound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
the
go with.
Humane Society.
I'll go with you to
Pound.
get one, and then accidentally
Hell?
come home with a black cat with a pink
No.
bow.
But the thing is I don't want an
I'm going
Oliver.
with you.
I
I will go
want-
with you, and I will
This
help you
boy
pick.
is
We
the
are not.
sweetest freaking thing.
I went into the bathroom and he started like swatting and hissing at
Yeah,
me.
he protects me. He's like, "Who is
You
this
weren't
guy?"
in there.
Yeah, but you're in my house. He doesn't know what you're trying to do.
Danielle, I don't know if you noticed, but
Rummaging
I
around
record
in,
in
my
here.
bathroom.
Yeah, rummaging. That's what I do.
Emphasis on the rum.
Rummaging.
All I have to say is Oliver knows. He knows if you're good or not. Basically, like he's
That's why he liked you initially.
yeah.
And I've gone bad since.
Apparently, I don't know.
Well,
What's your deal, bro?
Jen
He-
and Thomas
he
season 2,
loves
Breaking
Tina's.
Bad.
Oh,
He
shit.
loves Martinez. Martinez is his favorite. He like meows and purrs when Tina's comes over. Never once has he hissed or scratched.
He likes black men. He
What?
liked Joe.
Is
Interesting.
Joe black? Oh, that
You
Joe.
met Joe.
There-
You
but
met
hey,
Joe.
I know 2 Joes.
I know a lot of Joes. But I'm talking about the Joe you just met.
Yeah, no, I know Joe. Yeah, he wore shoes in your apartment when I make a conscious effort to not wear shoes in your apartment.
Ooh.
So
He had nice shoes on, though.
when we're doing the final friendship tally, I just want that noted.
That's fair.
Anyway, so I had pet rats, Danielle, and I had like a gray and white one, and then I had like a darker one. They were cute though. Ugh, but their tails are so fucking weird.
Yeah.
But I like them because they're big, and you can just grab one and be like, ah.
See, my
It's like a
mice were
small
so
cat.
tiny.
Yeah.
They would play through like Did you guys ever have My Little Pet Shops?
What?
No, I was a
What?
boy.
Is that like My Little Pony or something?
Yes.
No, like Littlest Pet Shop. It's
Still-
like it's like the little animals with the
That still
bobbleheads.
sounds like a
things
girl
A lot
toy.
of things had pink on them.
No.
And they were white.
My
and
mom works at a
pink.
daycare, and she said the boys like them more than the girls.
Well, listen, I too played with girl toys at a daycare, but I would
Anyways.
never in my life own one of those.
My mice would like fly through all those. They had like all the little like setups for those.
Was your mouse named Stuart?
No.
Lame.
Was your
Dots.
mouse purple? Call back to the color purple.
Call back to the color purple.
Anyways, I don't know what the point of that was.
That's why he's just
a
a special
We should
guest.
Yeah,
cut
listeners
him
got
out
it.
probably.
Oh, you're talking about, dude.
Anyways, back to me trying to pick out a venue.
Oh shoot! I
Oh,
forgot about that.
Yeah, because we got over to mice from you
Rats.
wanting us to get
Oh,
married
yeah,
at your
Rats
place.
to cats.
The concrete pad.
Yeah, so talk about trying to find a venue in this city.
Sucks. I hate it. I hate venue shopping, venue touring, venue picking out so much that
Literally
I want
looking
to
a
elope.
year and a half advance, and it's still like if we don't find something by the end of the month, we're probably not
And
going to get married when we want to get married.
Why are there so
Yikes.
many fucking barns? I don't. Who
Because
wants,
people want their little rustic
who wants to get married in a barn? I'm not. I'm
women looking for cowboys and country
No.
boys.
It's just like it's not cute. No offense. You
It's
should
some-
probably cut this. I'm gonna offend a lot of people.
No,
No,
it's-
do it.
I like it, but it's some
Stunt
people's
on these
aesthetic, all right?
hoes.
It's not your aesthetic, so you can't judge
Yeah,
that.
but there's so many freaking barns for some people's aesthetic. No, I've been to plenty of barn weddings, and it's just something that I never would have any interest in.
You know, I went to one. I don't want to do that.
Well, it's really funny actually because the last venue that I went to, she was asking me like what I'm looking for in a venue, and all I said was I don't want to have a barn wedding, and she said, "Yeah, nobody does." And then I was like, "You are my lady, and I don't even need to tour your venue now.
You know what's so
I'm
funny?
booking right now."
If you had said, "Oh, I love a barn wedding," she would have been like, yeah, everyone does."
No, I don't think she would have said that because her place isn't a barn
No, she's trying to sell
venue.
her place,
So
Oh, okay.
which is not a barn.
She'd be like,
Not at all.
"What, girl? You don't want a barn."
Are you crazy?
Do you know what I do want?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
To go to the bathroom. But you know what I want when I get back?
Second drink.
A second
Cheez-Its?
drink.
Did you say Cheez-Its?
I don't know, that's what I was thinking.
You know, Cheez-Its can also be spelled as second drink.
It's
What's up?
cheese.
You know what today is?
My birthday?
National Cheese Day, bro.
Oh.
Wait, how do you just know that?
Somebody told me at work.
As of recording, it is National Cheese Day, and I have to pee. And we are back with our second drink. And Danielle, you hit me with something a little different today. I took one sip, and I was like, "Oh, baby, what is that spice?" And all she did was forget the lime. So I guess it's nothing really too different today.
Straight up. a
Which is
meal, dude.
interesting enough because Brandon said he thinks he would like it better if it had more lime. So you should try it and
No.
see.
You can't trust Brandon because we were drinking Frostbites and we were saying, I don't know if tequila is the alcohol for this. And then he's like, if anything, it should have more tequila. And I'm like, really? Why? And he goes, I just don't think it should have tequila in it. So it's like, what is it? But then you're not any better. No, I love the holiday season. No, actually, I hate the holiday season.
Yeah, literally
I
in
like
the same
the
You're
sentence.
just as bad as each other.
I like the idea of the
That's why we
holiday
belong
season,
together.
but I
No,
never.
hey, don't explain yourself here. You said everything you needed to on the Jen and Thomas holiday special. But anyway, Danielle, we talked a little bit off air while making the second drink. You have something you want to say, a little PSA, an apology, if you will.
Well, I'm not going to apologize. First of all, whenever I said, I don't even. What did I say?
You said fuck people who like barn
I
You
weddings.
like
did
barn weddings.
not-
You're trashy. You're trash. You're less
Goddamn.
than trash.
You're,
You're
No,
the
like-
trash that trash
hillbilly
goes on
hick
top of.
farmer who don't know nothing
No.
about shit.
Actually,
Nothing but
my favorite
backwoods,
wedding.
Canton, Ohio, looking MFers.
Okay. My favorite wedding that I've ever been to was like, I guess, kind of considered a barn wedding. So I'm not hating on barn weddings. I'm just hating on them for me. because like I was telling Josh off the air,
I'm sorry, Josh.
the corner monkey.
Oh, you mean the guy that's been texting me? No.
Corner monkey.
I
The
thought
guy
you
that's
said
been
everyone was
texting
a
me
monkey.
fun facts as I talk.
The Wikipedia monkey over there.
So if you are present for the show, you are some sort of monkey. You are a drink monkey, a Wikipedia monkey, a light monkey.
Something.
You are only here to service the show. Or
Anyways, as Josh and I were talking off air, because he was showing me some like cool barn venues and stuff. It's not necessarily the barn that I'm so against. It's just I feel like you have to kind of match the venue. So
You're like, I don't hate the barn. I'm just better than it.
no, that's not what I mean. I'm just like, I feel like if you get married in a barn, you're not going to wear like a beach dress. You're not going to wear, like if you get married in the winter, you should wear a summer dress. If you're getting married in the summer, don't wear long sleeves.
We did go to the Anheuser-Busch tour, and there were a lot of people not in winter dresses.
Right.
And I'm sure they regretted it later when they looked at their pictures and
And
their
they were,
shoulders
like,
were hunched and they had
shivering.
goosebumps all over
Yeah.
themselves. But I just have a different theme in mind for my wedding, and it doesn't.
Doesn't involve a barn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So barn weddings aren't stupid. You're just
They're just not
better.
for you.
No, I freaking love going to barn weddings. I just don't want to host a barn wedding. I feel like I would be a poser. I would feel like a poser.
What about all those girls in their little wedding dresses, their little cowboy boots?
They're
With their white
probably
cowboy boots.
posers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same with all the girls that go
I'd
to
say
freaking
50%.
Nashville and have the cowboy. What do all the girls do?
The cowgirl.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and they are
Disco
insufferable.
cowgirl. If
Oh,
I see
God.
another
The
disco
woo girls.
cowgirl,
Bunch of woo girls.
will lose it. It's just too much.
You know, speaking
They're
of
all
woo
posers.
girls, where I lived in Scottsdale, Arizona, I lived really close
I
to
bet
Old
there's a
Town.
bunch of woo girls
Oh,
out
yeah.
there, dude.
And I'm sure they have this in multiple cities, but it was really popular in Scottsdale. But it's like a little car powered by people like on a bike.
Oh,
It's
the
like a
pedal
bunch of-
carts.
Yeah, sure. And so, I mean, not yeah, sure, yeah.
That's actually really
what
big
it
in
is.
Soulard.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. So there's a ton in Old Town, and I worked in Old Town, and I'd be in my little work truck looking good. Hey, drunk women love a man in uniform, so I'd be over here doing some kind of something, and they'd be like, "Woo, hey," and I'd just be like,
It's really funny
Hey,
because
ladies.
when Thomas gets a little liquor in him, he becomes a woo girl.
"I
Ooh,
do."
he is a little woo girl.
I just get so excited. I'm just happy to be alive.
Should we make him woo right now?
I don't know if he's there yet.
Woo! Was that good for you?
Yeah.
Um,
That's why he's a hater of the woo girls, because he wants to lead the woo girls.
should we have our present monkey go get the present?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry?
I forgot.
It's on my dresser in there in the black box.
So
I'm sorry?
I got you a little present.
Oh, why? Hello?
Because we love you.
First of all, don't say we. I got that. You didn't even know about it
Yeah,
until
but I love him
yesterday.
too.
But you didn't get it for him.
God, I hope he cries.
I might cry.
You should. All right.
So the story behind this,
As you open it, go ahead.
me.
Oh no, I said as he opens it, go ahead, tell the story.
Oh yeah. So, originally I was gonna get this for
Don't
you,
look at me.
Thomas. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
I was gonna get this for you for Christmas because I felt bad that it was your first Christmas alone or like in a new city without family and stuff. But then it didn't come in time, so instead it's just a happy your podcast.
Happy
is-
Chinese New Year, dude.
No, it's just like your podcast is going well.
I didn't get you guys anything.
Oh, we knew you were gonna do this too. It is a 3-in-1 brewmate. It'll hold a 16-ounce can, a 12-ounce can, and it is also a tumbler.
I really like it.
How fucking sick is that
So
thing, dude?
I was getting one for Brandon's birthday because he wanted like
And
a
it's the
army
desert.
green one.
Yeah.
And then I saw that one, and it reminds me of your Polaroid because it's like the white with the rainbows, and then it has the
He's
freaking
gonna
cactus
lose his-
on it.
He's losing his mind.
So for the
He's
listeners
gonna
that can't
cry.
see, It is a brewmate.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, it's a 3-in-1 brewmate. You can look this up.
yeah. So it's white. It has like the rainbow flowy stuff, which reminded me, Thomas is really big with his Polaroid, and it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And then it has a freaking cactus on it, and I mean, they can't see it with
No,
the
I just for
flashlight.
him because it was kind of dark in here, so you can see that.
And I immediately thought of Thomas, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like honestly more excited for him to get that than you to get yours.
Oh my gosh, guys. No. That is so sweet of you both. Thank you so much. I feel so bad. I didn't
No,
get you guys.
no,
something.
No.
Don't feel bad. I wasn't like planning on getting you anything. I just saw it. And
Oh,
thought,
thanks, Danielle.
I saw it and was like, I have to get this. Like, it wasn't like I was expecting something back type
Oh
of
my
thing.
god, guys, this is so perfect. Thank you both so much. Oh, you
I
guys
had
are my
nothing to
best
do with it
friends.
other than I said I know he'll
but-
love this.
I know.
I'll run through the features with you after, but
I don't even know how to open it.
yeah, we'll run through it.
Thank
later. It's
you.
fine.
Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Ah.
Presents.
This works out because I know you were drinking out of like Tupperware, like
Tupperware. No,
no, like the boxes they give you to take your food
No.
home
Oh,
at
yeah.
restaurants and shit.
No, I'm drinking
He
out of
was
those.
no, he was drinking out of a like a pizza sauce.
Yeah,
jar.
that's what it
Yeah, it was just my pasta
the
jar.
Pasta sauce jar. No, now stop. You can stop drinking from the pasta sauce jar. You have something to drink
Well, I
out
put
of.
the lid on. If it's a shaken cocktail, I put the lid and shake it.
I get you. I feel it.
Oh no.
It
All right,
doesn't fit-
listeners at home, I have cups, but they're too tall for like a scotch. You know what I mean?
Does it fit your desert
Yeah.
boy theme?
Oh, it is so. I love
sick
it. You
is that,
guys,
dude?
I love it. It really is so good. And I was just telling Brandon I'm going through a white phase right now, and it's a
Yeah, he
white
did.
cup. Stop. Oh my god. There's no like physical tears coming out because I'm like too embarrassed. My body's not letting it happen, but
No,
I'm
please
gonna
don't cry. I'll get
cry like a
uncomfortable.
child. Thank you guys. I fucking hate you guys. You guys are the best. You
We
guys
love
are
you.
so fucking
We love
cool.
you, Tommy.
I love you so much. That's why they're my best friends. All right, and let's step out of the world of the podcast.
Please.
But this kind of shit right here is why I asked you why I want to do it with you, Brandon.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I know you said you didn't know about it until it got here, but you know. But like Danielle, I met Danielle in March
Yeah. I
of
think
2022.
yeah.
I felt that we got along famously. And there are like no two people I'd rather be hanging out with and watching football with every Sunday.
Yay.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Love these guys. I
No
don't
one
know.
I would
I
rather
don't know. I don't want to
pretend
be.
to watch football with than
Yeah,
you
I don't. I mean,
guys.
I don't want to talk myself into crying, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't do that.
All
You
right.
two guys
I'll make
are-
you cry
Save that
again.
for
You
the
ready?
third drink.
I'll cry.
All right,
I'll
all
make,
right,
I'll
all
make
right.
you cry some more. Let's see. So I'm happy that I get to do this with you.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Stop.
because
No,
you
get the fuck
are
outta
you are
here.
one of the most creative people I know, and you're just down for shit, dude.
I am down. Stop it! No.
Are you gonna propose to him?
No.
He's like, Thomas, you're my best friend, and I love you. I want us to come to the park and take pictures with Oliver.
If you don't know, Thomas is always down for a bit.
Oh, I love a bit.
Love a good bit.
I love a bit. I don't know. I love joshing. I love joking.
Josh?
I do love Josh.
What's up,
In
Josh?
a different way. But he's there.
I don't think he really knows you enough to say he loves you, but
Yeah.
he loves
Well,
you in a way.
It's
Apparently.
All right.
it's a little too soon.
I can cry on my own time. The people are here for content.
Oh, I think that was great content.
I agree.
Post that up when you post the podcast.
I will.
Picture the.
Oh my gosh, guys. I
Yeah.
fucking hate you both. I didn't get you a gift.
Stop.
Please don't get me a gift. I
No,
Yeah,
I
your
know.
presence- Your
It's
presence
just
is a gift.
it's just so good. Well, now I feel silly trying to come up with bringing up my question I brought along.
Let's hear it.
But Danielle,
Will you marry me?
Whoa.
will you marry Brandon?
Yeah.
So Danielle, you're
I hated
something
that.
of an avid reader.
Yeah.
What are 3 books you'd recommend to our audience, and why?
Good.
Oh, okay. So my favorite book that I have ever read, which I actually am interested to go back and read it because this was a while ago before I was really into reading, so maybe it's not as good as it was at one point, but it's called Dark Matter.
I have heard of that. They made a movie?
Making a movie.
I think they're making a movie, which I'm really excited for because Brandon won't freaking read the book.
Yeah, I don't read, bro.
He doesn't know how to read.
Let me
don't let
see
people
real
know that.
quick if they're making that into a movie for real, or did I just make that up? No, I guess not. But yeah, anyways, Dark Matter is probably one of my favorite books. It's by Blake Crouch. Besides that, I finally jumped on the bandwagon and started the series. Well, I shouldn't say started because I'm on like the 3rd or 4th book now, but the A Court of Thorns and Roses or something book. A Court of Thorns and Roses? Yeah. Jumped on that bandwagon. I highly recommend that series. It's really good. I really want Brandon to read or at least listen to the audiobooks because I think he would like it. And
I'm open to
then-
audiobook.
You would like it. I already own most of
No.
the audio.
You have to wait until we're sponsored by Audible and then use my discount code and you get 1 free book.
Our discount code.
Our discount
Ayo.
code. Well, I mean, special
Code
guest.
Jen.
I'm trying to think.
It's just going to be called Brandon. And I'll be like, I didn't make that code.
I'm trying to think of a
it'll
third
be an easy
one.
one. It'll be Jen.
Gin.
Use
I
code
am
Jen.
reading.
Gin and books. Sorry,
up, babe?
Danielle. Sometimes I forget that
I'm here.
this is your... sometimes I forget you're the co-host.
Jesus.
Sometimes I just slip into my own
It's
world
always
with
about the
Brandon.
special guest. You should know this by now.
It's harsh. You guys are a harsh crowd.
Harsh crowd. I ain't no crowd.
He's the special guest, not the we brought him on to ignore him guest.
Not the I
But I
listen
just
guest.
recently have started the new Stephen King book, which is actually my first Stephen King book that I've ever read.
Does it take place in Maine?
No.
Oh, most of his books do.
Maybe.
Well, he lives there, so he bases a lot of his books in Maine.
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, anyway, so which book is that?
It's called Fairy Tale.
Okay.
It's apparently really different than a lot of his other books, but I don't know because I've never read any of the others. But it's really good. It's really long, though. It's like 600 pages.
I've only seen the movies.
I've never seen the movies.
So, Danielle, I know you're dying to know my book
Well, I was
recommendations.
just about to ask you, but you're so impatient.
First,
Got him.
you already know The Alchemist.
Is that your top favorite book?
Well, that it's in no particular order.
Oh, okay.
But I read that at the perfect time because I was just going through this like reawakening in my own life, and I had just like gone on my own journey of St. Louis, and it's about this guy going through like a spiritual reawakening and going on a journey.
Yeah,
and
the
I
whole
made
time
you
I
read
read
it with me.
The whole time I read that book, I was like, "Did Thomas is he trying to tell me something about himself? Because this is clearly like about him in some way."
No, and I like pull quotes. My God, Mr. Man,
If for those of you that can't hear, my cat is
hooting and
deep
hollering.
growling.
But I am constantly pulling quotes.
Well, that got into Colleen's drink. Good. Anyways,
Right. So I'm constantly
tell them who the book's by.
Paulo Coelho.
Paula Costa.
I just wanted to hear you try to say
Paulo
it.
Coelho. Paulo Coelho. But anyway, like I'm always like pulling something from the book, and I'm like, and like a line from the book that I particularly like, and I'm butchering it and paraphrasing it, but it's like, when you are on the true and right path, the universe conspires to help you. And it's just like, even something that you're like, damn, what the hell was that? And then you're like, and speaking from personal experience, I came out of a situation, I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? I'm like, oh, well, I'm here now, and I'm surrounded by badass people. You know what I mean? Ayo, present company included. But you know what I mean? So that's number one. You just got to read it. I'm not going to spew the goods. And then book number 2, I'd probably go Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
I want to read that.
You've read that?
I want to read it.
It
I know
is-
a lot about it.
It is so interesting. It's just like, Marcus Aurelius 2,000 years ago was like the most powerful man in the world, like the emperor of Rome, and he is writing to himself in his diary. And here's the thing. So he spoke Latin because he was Roman, but the philosophical language at the time was Greek. So he wrote in his diary or his journal in Greek, and he's just like talking to himself in his journal. And you're like, and it's just so weird because you're like, how the hell am I relating to a Roman emperor 2,000 years ago? He like writes about like it's hard to get out of bed in the mornings.
Yeah.
And he writes about how like he likes going for walks and how like flowers will be so big that they're like bending over and hanging. It's just like, how am I like seeing the same beauties in the world as him? How am I facing the same smallest struggles
What
as
is
him?
it called again?
Meditations by Marcus
Meditations.
Aurelius. I much like Ryan Holiday, I recommend the Gregory Hayes translation. But it's just, I don't know, it's so strange. And in the later years of his life, I don't remember, I think it's the Antonine Plague.
A lot of wisdom in that.
But he was like a leader during this time of a plague that was like killing all of his people, and we just got out of our own pandemic. And it's just like,
At least it wasn't a plague.
yeah, but it's just like, damn, bro, like, have I ever had an original thought? Like, some dude 2,000 years ago is just like, yo, bro, it's fucking cold out. I don't want to get up. But everything he says is like so poetic. I don't know, man. You got to read it.
All right.
And then book number 3. I don't know. You know what? Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you just want to get a how-to guide on how to fucking get your act together, Atomic Habits.
All right, listen up, all you
I was
fuckers out there,
going
because I
to-
know there's a lot of people listening that needs to get their shit together.
Yeah, no, it's like a microcosm of the thing. Is like, you know how when you get up and you're like, well, I would go to the gym, but I can't find my workout shoes. Look at me. But it's like, all right, well, put your workout shoes right next to your keys. So to pick up your keys, you have to walk past your workout shoes.
I probably
There
need
you
that
go.
book.
It's kind of like that. And it's just about like, and it's called atomic in the sense of like the smallest possible measurement of
Right.
something.
Right.
And it's just this how-to guide on how to like stack these small habits so that they're like automatic. Because like when motivation fails, discipline wins. And it's so interesting. It's like, because every time you do something, you increase the likelihood that you're going to do it again. So every time you do a good thing that's good for you, it's more likely you're going to do that good thing in the future. But every time you do something bad, you're probably going to do that bad thing. So it's like casting a vote for the person you want to be. It's really interesting. And I didn't, and I don't know. It's really, I have it, Danielle, if you want to read it. It is fascinating.
I'm interested.
And it's all about getting like 1% better every day. And I'm sure you've noticed this, like working out or when you like really dedicate yourself to a craft, like your first few times doing it, you're kind of like, all right, I'm not really sure if I'm getting better. But then suddenly you just start like stacking ability and you just really start getting good. I don't know. Really good.
Brandon,
Those are my 3 books.
So,
tell the listeners about the book that I bought you 3 years ago that you're still trying to read. Or the book I bought you 2 years ago that you still haven't opened.
eat ass. I was going to give my top 3 books to read.
In case Brandon said that he didn't have any books, I have another
Every year for
question.
Christmas, he asks for me to get him like some book that he chooses.
Okay, I have a couple books that I need to read,
And
yes.
then every year I get him that book and he never reads it.
Should have mentioned this on the last episode, but I do have a really dope-ass pirate book.
That I
About a
got
particular
you.
pirate? Oh my god, I didn't even mention this on the last episode. Read the book Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then watch Black Sails.
Was that your pirate book?
No.
Okay,
No, that's
but
just a TV show.
yeah, just attach Treasure Island. I meant.
What? I was talking about his.
Well, the Black Sails has
No, I know,
characters
but
that
is
go on
Treasure
the thing.
Island your pirate book?
No.
Okay. Anyway, just pretend you heard me say that in the last
I
episode.
believe it's called Black Sails, Blue Waters. Been wanting to read it for a while.
Black Sails, Blue
Don't read.
Balls.
Babe.
I don't read.
I read every day, and I'm always like, get one of your books out and we can read together.
You know, Hugh Jackman and his wife read out loud to each other every morning.
Aww.
To fucking call me, Danielle. I'll read out loud to you.
I was going to say, what's going on, Brandon?
I'm sorry, I don't read like I used to.
You know, there was a girlfriend of mine,
I
and
used to read a lot.
there was a little bit of a period of time where we were long distance for a very little bit, and she would call me at night, and I would read her Aesop's Fables until she fell asleep every night.
Jesus.
That's so cute.
You know, they don't call me Thomas. That's so cute, Gordon, for nothing.
I thought it was Thomas Storytime.
That's my name on the streets.
Tea time. That's right.
Tea time is my gossip section. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. What are your 3 books? I'm sorry.
Number 1, The Hobbit.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's a really good one.
I never read it, but that's a good one.
You should try reading it sometime. It's a really good one. It's been a while since I've read anything of note, but I really got into... There was one summer I read all of the Maze Runner series.
I noticed you have the movie.
I've never seen that movie. Do you have it?
Yeah, I've got the first one.
Huh.
I think I've got the second one too. I watched the movie. That's how I found out about the series.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a summer job at the gym where I was allowed to read. I read the entire series.
Nice.
The entire series doesn't really... the movies don't really follow the books as closely as you would hope. And I didn't watch the rest of the movies after that because I was like, this is trash. But yeah, the book series is really good. So I'll put that as my number 2. Is that series?
Mm-hmm.
And I really got into the Aragon series too when I was younger. Those were good too. So I'll put that as number 3.
I feel like that was a pretty popular one among the boys.
Okay, well,
So I had input, boy.
all right, Brandon. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised you had something. So,
Yeah,
all
that
right,
was
I
all
used to
from,
read- I
like,
used to
8th
read-
grade.
I used to read a lot.
And then he met me,
8th grade, I read the Maze Runner series in college,
Okay,
dude.
and then you met me, someone that really enjoys
And
reading.
then I quit reading altogether.
Yeah, what's up with that?
because you do enough reading for the both of you.
It's true.
It's bullshit.
She read like 33 books last month or last year.
Last month.
It could have been, but I meant last year.
One book per day.
Bro, I tell you what, people will stay in a known hell instead of walking into an unknown heaven. People don't know how fucking... people don't know how easy it is to, like, once you realize your own shit, to be like, oh, I just don't have to do that. That's fine. And reading is a good thing because you can, like, read stories that you're like, oh my God, I'm this person. And I keep fucking up. Because it's like situations are so different when you're outside of them.
Yeah.
And you can, like, read... You can literally, like, read a story of your life and be like, yo, this guy sucks. And you're like,
It's
Oh,
nice
shit,
to
that's
nice to
me.
be able to relate to something too.
yeah, and just to feel not alone. Because the person that wrote it must be in that situation in some way.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway. So, Danielle, you like books. Brandon, you're known to have liked movies.
I like a lot of movies, yeah.
Brandon, what are your 3 favorite, or what are 3 movies you'd recommend? And why?
Ooh.
Sorry, Danielle. I know this is going to be really hard for you.
In what instance?
Anything. 3 movies and why?
3 movies and why? Fuck. Well, let me give you The Dirt on Netflix. It's about the band
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
I like that movie.
Love that movie. A lot of great music in it. That's a good one to blast in your new soundbar you've got or something like that. Very informative and very interesting and entertaining. Another good one would be... There's so many good classics. How do you pick 3?
I don't know. I have my 3.
Maybe just pick one more.
Well, if you gave me, like, give
I mean,
me
you can
3
pick my-
movies for this type of feeling, this
No,
genre.
Brandon,
or
if you
something
want,
like
you
that.
can pick my sex tape.
Okay, so we'll go back to Brandon. How about
Oh my god.
how about we just like go back and forth? Because it's gonna take us each
Okay,
a while.
we'll go back and forth. That's fine.
So
Well, in that case, I'll go after you, and it can be a
unknown
circle.
to me until the other day, apparently my favorite movie is The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I love that movie. David Spade went to my high school.
Wait, really?
right.
Yeah, the voice of Cusco.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on some late night show, and I went to Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. But he was on like Jimmy Kimmel or something. He was showing his prom photo, and they're like, "Why is this big cactus behind us?" He's like, "Well, that's my high school. I went to Saguaro."
Oh my gosh.
Saguaro cactus.
That's crazy.
And I worked at the railroad park in Scottsdale. Scottsdalians know what I'm talking about. And I saw him there quite a few times. He would bring his daughter. Anyway,
Well, Brandon and I watched it the other day, and
It's good.
I was apparently quoting every line, and he was so annoyed he wanted to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So my first entry, it's going to be a bit of a twofer. It's going to be Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. Because I would recommend Blade Runner 2049 because that is like the better movie, but it is made better with the original. So I'd recommend watch those
Okay,
both
so
together.
you're saying the second one is better.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, it is objectively like a better made film, better script, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is better made. It carries the same message, but it is a better made film.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, Brandon.
No, I've never seen either of them.
Oh, okay. Just the way you're over
no
here. Like,
input.
oh, interesting.
It is
And
interesting.
Ryan the Goose Gosling.
Oh my god, we know how you love Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling. He's so good at doing that weird, like, little
Not
stare.
Ryan Reynolds.
No,
Ryan
not
Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds, but no, Ryan Gosling does that thing where he looks at you, and it's almost like he's the Mona Lisa. It's like, is he smiling? Is he pouting? What is he doing? Stop! What? Get out of here!
Acting like you've seen him in person.
Well, I've seen him in Blade Runner 2049,
Not in person.
not in person. I would faint. Anyway, sorry, Brandon. Second movie.
Jesus. The other guys.
That's good.
Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg.
That's a good one.
Very quotable. Very classic.
I'm learning a lot about Brandon's culture today.
Okay.
Okay. And
So-
why? Just a funny romp?
Very quotable. Very classic.
I liked how
Very
he's
funny.
like I liked when Mark Wahlberg would be like, "There's the kid at the end of the street that was in ballet, so me and all the other kids learned how to dance just to make fun of him."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny because I mean, like, I don't know, I know people like
That was
that.
a perfect pirouette.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Danielle. Second movie, even though you don't like movies at all, and especially Christmas movies.
If Brandon
Really.
come up with if Brandon can come up with 3 books, you can come up with 3 movies.
Yup.
Honestly,
name a
let's give a
Christmas
round
movie.
of
I
applause to
don't know.
Brandon for not picking the Burt Kreischer book.
That's really funny because that's the one he has that he hasn't read yet for the last 3 years.
Hey, I'm working through it.
He's on
trying.
page like what, 20?
No.
What page?
I don't know.
7 pages a year.
At least.
I'm like chapter 5.
So. Okay.
Okay, Danielle.
I don't know.
You should have been thinking instead of talking shit.
I know.
Has a movie ever made you
It
cry?
always gets me into trouble. Yeah, I'm an emotional person though, so every
Ugh.
movie makes me cry.
It's like your favorite shit.
What?
Do you have like
Do you have a movie?
No, can we skip me?
Okay.
No, do you have like a Christmas movie you like to watch every year?
Christmas? It's not
my God,
Christmas.
I don't know. Just pick a movie, dude.
I don't have a favorite. I just
Wonder
like
Woman?
certain.
What is like?
That was a really
is
good
there-
one.
Oh, the 1984 or whatever.
Yeah.
What
You like
movie?
that one?
1984.
Wonder Woman's
Wonder Woman.
1984.
I'm sorry. That was a bad movie.
What? Why?
The newer one, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
I liked it.
Just poorly made.
It wasn't too bad. I was talking shit the whole time though, because I was like, "This is stupid." But-
Danielle, all right, you know what? This is what I get. Brandon will bring up a book, but you can't even pretend to care about a movie. I see how
I
it
just
is.
watched. What movie was it? Where the crawdads sing?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I loved it. The book is better, but
Well, isn't
well,
it always?
Yeah, but also I
Exactly.
appreciated the movie because a lot of people really didn't like the book because they said it was boring. But I felt like the movie was better for the people that don't like to read. Maybe. I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
It
So
was a good
my
movie.
second choice, I feel kind of bad only going for recent movies, but I don't want to be the same guy that's like, Citizen Kane. But I'm going to go with Everything Everywhere All at Once. And
I was surprised you hadn't said that yet.
Well, I got to build up
Yeah.
to it. And my last entry is going to be a bit of a surprise for everybody. But it is a very interesting movie. And I see so much of myself in that film. And it's not like wow, I'm in this movie. But it's more about a relationship dynamic that's in the movie where I'm like, oh, that's me and someone else. And then after that, someone else had seen the movie. They were like, oh, shoot, maybe I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? But there's like times in that movie where like people are just so in their own world. And it's the same thing with like reading. And then you're like, oh, man. Like you kind of see yourself in another world. But it's just like that movie was really able to explain a lot of my emotions about like a situation I was in. And it's just like, yeah, no, that's what I've been trying to say, but I didn't know how. Oh, my God, there's so many lines. When I saw the movie in theaters, I cried 4 separate times.
Wow.
I'm over there. It's me and a bunch of old people in this theater, and I'm over here like, oh, my God. Blowing my nose. It broke my heart. But, I mean, it has relationships, but, like, it like, explores relationships between, like, it made me cry on 4 times for 4 separate reasons, like relationships between like me and someone else, me and a parent, me and like whatever, you know what I mean? Oh my God, it was just
I feel like he's hyping it up too much.
no. You have to see it. It is so good.
I'm gonna hate it so much now.
No, ask our undisclosed third friend. You will, they will agree. It is so fucking good, dude. Okay, Brandon.
John Wick.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't ask me which one out of the series so far, but they're all good.
I think they're fun.
Look, I'm out of favorite
Very fun.
movies.
Has there never been a movie that like affected you? I mean, it's not like it doesn't have to be like a favorite, but it can still affect you.
I mean, yeah, probably in the time, but I don't have it stored in my memory. So, I don't know.
I think she's already named 3.
I can appreciate a good
No,
movie
this
when I
would be
see
her
it.
third. The Grinch.
It is a good movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie. The only Christmas movie that's
And this is coming from someone that hates the holiday season.
Yeah, that's why I like The Grinch.
Gotcha, bitch.
So even someone that hates Christmas can find something to love during the holidays.
Wow.
Yeah, hate.
And my third choice, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Don't roll your eyes at me, Brandon. It's about being the best version of yourself.
Listen,
It's
I
about
understand
being everything that
I
you could
did
ever
actually
be.
really like that one.
I understand the quality of that movie and the music, and it's great. But for that to be in like,
It doesn't mean it's like my all-time favorite movie. It's just a movie I would
you're just
recommend.
recommending it. I get
No,
it.
I really liked that movie.
What am
I
I
did
going
actually.
to say?
too.
Like, I like Baby Driver because of the music. No, like, Into the Spider-Verse
You
really
say
brought
that,
something
and
out
I
of me.
didn't really care for the music in that.
I own it on vinyl, so you can go fuck yourself.
So
Sorry.
you picked a bad
Whoa.
vinyl.
Or I could pick Drive, also starring Ryan the Goose Gosling. You know what I mean? It's just a good movie.
As soon as you said that, I knew exactly why you picked it.
Yeah, no, it's like my favorite movie, but it doesn't like give me something. But like the movies,
Oh, it gives you.
it gives me something. No, but Spider-Man, it really is just like, damn, I can be the best me. You know what, Brent? I don't need you to understand. It's fine.
It's a good movie.
Insight.
I was hoping for a moment of, wow, Thomas, you're really onto something here.
Wow, Thomas,
But what I
that
got
was really
was
unexpected.
You
what I got
changed my
was
life.
the music was all right.
I said I liked
the music. Yeah,
You know what, Brandon?
I like the movie and I like the music, but I was thrown off by that decision.
Brandon, after all that, I think I'm gonna have to kick you off the show.
Okay.
Okay.
We ain't got no time for you.
I have no time for you. And in fact, because of a certain somebody that takes too long to mix a drink, it's time to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Time.
Likes to talk, but not on the podcast.
What?
Yeah.
I was talking.
Not
Oh,
on the podcast.
Why do you think we were talking about you?
Okay, well, stay tuned for the Valentine's Day special.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, a little bit of a sneak peek. All right, guys, listen.
Oh,
Listen.
oh my God.
I just want to
Are
say
you doing
this.
this right now?
I'm just going to say this. The Valentine's Day special, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. And stay tuned for I have a lot of plans. We're going to be doing a lot to elevate the show. We're going to be doing a lot to keeping it fun and fresh.
Bringing a few couples on the show.
The Valentine's Day special is going to be an episode I do not want you to miss, and you are not going to want to miss it.
Because I'll be there.
I'll have to tune in to hear how that goes.
But what you are allowed to miss is us, because you're going to be missing us when we're...
Until next week.
Till next week.
That's right.
Thank you, Danielle.
Good co-host you got here.
Yeah, fuck, she really bailed me out of that one. Thank you. But anyway, Danielle, lovely and wonderful co-host. Where can we find you?
Oh, I guess on Instagram. Danielle, Kay 23.
Do you need to spell Danielle?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay, I don't know if there's different.
I don't know if there's more than one spelling.
Okay, who knows, man?
I wasn't there.
If you can't spell my name, you don't deserve to find me.
Damn. Sharp.
It's only for the elite few.
Thomas, where can we find you?
Where can we find me? I close out the show. Where can we find you?
He just keeps trying to steal your... You better watch out.
Don't fucking hit me
If
like
Thomas
you're a
ends up
co-host.
getting-
The fuck?
If Thomas
I didn't know if
ends
they
up
wanted
dead,
to find me, man.
If Thomas ends up dead, we know who did it because you're trying to steal his job.
I didn't know if they wanted to find me. I thought you were closing it out.
No,
But
no.
in case you do want to find me, Brandon_Churchill_95 on Instagram. Brandon Churchill without the U in Churchill on Twitter. At Brandon Churchill on YouTube. My guys.
As for me, your host, Thomas,
Bruh. Chill out.
you can find me on Instagram at CAPTCoolKid. That is Capt Cool Kid, as well as Bad Boy of Botany. You can find the podcast on Instagram at Jen and Thomas Podcast. You can find us on YouTube and Twitter at Jen and Thomas Pod. We are found, hopefully, wherever podcasts are found. If you like to listen somewhere that we are not, please let me know, and I will make it our number one priority to be on that platform. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that, but anyway, please leave.
It's late, that's why.
Yeah.
Please leave us a 5-star review on your platform of choice. Even if you hate us, leave a 5-star review and tell me what we can do better.
Right.
So you all know I like to leave the show with a little
Kumbaya.
kumbaya, a couple words of wisdom. Don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly.
Don't con a boat.
Don't con a boat. Danielle, what do you got for the people?
Get your sleep.
Get your sleep.
Ooh,
Something we are
get your
not doing.
sleep. Get
No,
your
oh my god.
sleep.
Oh my god. An additional book.
Drink your water. Get your
An
sleep.
additional book to read. I don't remember who it's by, but it's either called Why We Sleep or How We Sleep. I can't remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is
I know what you're
so
talking about.
infinitely interesting. Guys, just fucking go to bed. You
Go
don't
to
need to
bed.
be up late. Just
to
go
bed.
to bed.
Go to bed. The podcast is over. Go to bed.
Podcast is over. Press pause and listen to us tomorrow. Go to bed. I don't give a fuck. Go to bed.
Good night.
Wait, I was going to say one last thing. But before you go to bed, please remember, you know what this podcast is all about. It's sharing a drink with friends. You know what I mean? No one wants to drink alone. I am blessed to have friends on here with me every day. And these particular friends, Danielle and Brandon, they were lovely enough to get myself a little beverage container to have my drinks in. But I understand that maybe those of you at home, you don't always have friends to drink with, but we can be those
Your
friends.
to
Thank
drink
you
with,
for
yes.
sharing a drink with us, is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you for sharing a drink
We're
with us.
happy to be sharing a drink with you. We're happy to be there with you. And I really appreciate you guys listening. And I appreciate having you both here with me in the studio. You both mean the world to me. And I'm just very happy to be here with you. So thank you very much. Be safe, be kind, and good night.
Good night.